All right, so let's dive into something a little different today, and we're gonna explore how your moon sign can like really impact your career and like your whole work life.
Right.
You know, you might be familiar with like your typical sun sign, right?
Right.
But your moon sign is all about like who you are deep down, like your inner self and like your needs and how those play out in like your work habits.
It's so fascinating how often people feel like a disconnect between their job and who they really are.
Yeah.
You know, like deep down,
Yeah.
understanding your moon sign can really help bridge that gap.
It's like a secret roadmap.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And we have some really great source material for this deep dive that breaks down like all 12 moon signs. But we're going to focus on just a few like key examples today.
I think that's a great approach.
Yeah.
Let's see what insights we can uncover.
Okay, cool. So first up is the Aries Moon.
Right.
So if you're an Aries Moon, you're probably like someone who loves a challenge and isn't afraid to like take charge.
Right.
It's that go-getter energy that like really defines this moon sign.
Absolutely. Think about like entrepreneurs, athletes.
Yeah.
Anyone who thrives in like a fast-paced environment.
Right.
Like competitive strange.
Yeah.
They're driven by like a strong sense of purpose.
Yeah.
And they aren't afraid to like take risks to achieve their goals.
I can see how that would like translate well into like those types of careers.
Right.
But is there like a potential downside to like all that fiery energy? I mean, it can't always be like full speed ahead, right?
That's a great point. The same passion that drives an Aries moon can also lead to burnout if they're not careful.
Oh.
They might need to learn how to like pace themselves or delegate tasks and find healthy ways to manage stress.
So it's about finding that balance between like pushing forward and knowing when to like take a step back.
Exactly. Imagine an Aries moon leading a team. Like their enthusiasm can be so contagious.
Yeah.
But they might also need to learn how to cultivate patience and create a space where others feel comfortable sharing their ideas.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not just about individual drive, but like how that energy impacts the people around you.
Right.
Okay, now let's like shift gears a bit.
Okay.
And talk about the Taurus moon.
Right.
If the Aries moon is like a blazing fire,
Yeah.
I imagine the Taurus moon is a bit more like grounded.
That's a perfect way to put it. Taurus moons crave stability and routine.
Okay.
They find satisfaction in building something lasting and tangible. They're incredibly dedicated and hardworking, especially when they can see the fruits of their labor.
So would a Taurus moon be drawn to a career that allows them to like develop expertise over time?
Absolutely. Taurus moons thrive in environments where they can master their craft.
Okay.
Think finance, where they can slowly but surely build wealth.
Right.
Or the culinary arts, where they can perfect their recipes
Yeah.
and create something both beautiful and delicious.
Now that you mentioned the culinary arts,
Yeah.
I can totally see a Taurus moon as like a chef, like meticulously crafting each dish and like taking pride in every detail.
Yeah.
But what happens when a Taurus moon is faced with like unexpected change? I imagine that could be a bit challenging for them.
You're right. Taurus moons can be quite resistant to change.
Oh.
While this can be a strength in terms of their commitment and follow-through, it can also make them hesitant to step outside their comfort zone or embrace new opportunities.
So how can a Taurus moon navigate that potential pitfall?
Well, I think it's about recognizing that change is an inevitable part of life, and sometimes those unexpected twists and turns can lead to amazing new paths.
Yeah.
It's about learning to adapt, even if it feels a bit uncomfortable at first.
Right, like learning to dance with change
Yeah.
rather than like resist it.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready for a complete 180? Let's talk about the Gemini moon.
Now things are going to get interesting.
Right.
Gemini moons are known for their versatility and their love of variety.
Yeah, if you're a Gemini moon, you probably have like a million tabs open in your brain at any given moment.
Right. It's that ability to like juggle multiple ideas and projects that makes you so adaptable.
Exactly. Think about fields like journalism or public relations or even teaching.
Oh, yeah.
These are careers where you're constantly learning, communicating, and connecting with people.
It sounds like a Gemini moon would thrive in like that kind of fast-paced, intellectually stimulating environment.
Right?
But is there a risk of them like spreading themselves too thin?
That's the challenge for Gemini moons.
Yeah.
They might start a dozen projects with enthusiasm, but struggle to follow through on all of them.
Right.
It's important for them to find ways to like channel that energy effectively
Yeah.
and prioritize tasks.
So maybe like partnering with someone who's a bit more detail-oriented and focused could be a good strategy.
Absolutely. Collaboration can be a key to success for Gemini moons.
Okay.
Having someone to help them stay grounded and organized can allow them to really shine in their areas of strength.
Okay, I'm starting to see how understanding these different moon signs can not only help you find like the right career path, but also improve your work relationships and dynamics.
It's all about recognizing the strengths and challenges that each moon sign brings to the table.
All right, one more moon sign for this deep dive.
Okay.
And it's one that's often associated with like nurturing and caregiving, the Cancer moon.
Cancer moons are incredibly intuitive and empathetic. They have this amazing ability to sense the emotional needs of others and create a safe and supportive environment.
So it's no surprise that they're often drawn to careers in like healthcare counseling or social work.
Exactly. They thrive in roles where they can make a positive impact on people's lives and truly connect with others on an emotional level.
But how can a Cancer moon like protect their own emotional well-being, especially in a field that can be so demanding and emotionally draining?
That's a crucial point. Self-care is essential for Cancer moons. They need to find healthy outlets for their emotions, set boundaries to protect their energy, and cultivate a supportive network of friends and colleagues.
It's like putting on your own oxygen mask first before helping others.
Right.
Now we've covered like 4 very different moon signs, and I'm already starting to see how understanding these nuances could completely change how we approach like our careers and our interactions with colleagues.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It really is.
Each moon sign has its own unique gifts to offer the workplace.
Yeah, it really is. You know, it's like we're piecing together a puzzle.
Yeah.
And each moon sign is like another piece that helps us like understand the bigger picture of like who we are and how we work.
It's a great analogy. And remember, this isn't about like putting people in boxes, you know.
Right.
It's about gaining self-awareness and using that knowledge to make choices that align with your strengths and your values.
So like if you're a Pisces moon, you're not automatically destined to be like a struggling artist.
Not at all. A Pisces moon might thrive in like business, for example, but they might find it fulfilling to incorporate like creative problem solving or find ways to make a positive social impact through their work.
It's about finding that unique expression of your moon sign within like whatever path you choose.
Exactly. And think about it this way.
Yeah.
If you understand your colleagues' moon signs, you can start to appreciate their different approaches to work. Like you can anticipate their needs and communicate with them in a way that resonates.
Wow, that's like a game changer. Imagine a workplace where like everyone understood each other's emotional needs and work styles.
Right. It could lead to more effective teamwork, less conflict, and a greater sense of empathy and support within the team.
Okay, depth divers. We're officially leaving you with that thought-provoking idea to ponder.
Yeah.
Go explore, discover your own moon sign, and maybe even start paying attention to the moon signs of like the people you work with. You know, who knows? You might just unlock a whole new level of understanding and success in your career.
Until our next deep dive, keep exploring and keep learning.
And remember, the full breakdown of all 12 moon signs is in the source material Happy Exploring.